Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and the timeline in which we have not yet launched the final assault on the Threshold Fortress. If things go according to plan, this will be a short and boring video. So, progress rather than long and boring. But one of the ways I see this video proceeding is essentially just meandering about for 3 days, using our time manipulation, waiting a day, which will then complete the Northern Lights research project. Wait another day, because oftentimes you get new events or new stuff the day after something completes. But if not, then we'll just teleport right back to Threshold, begin, launch the final assault, go in, buff up, and I will show all of the buffs, and I'll even go all out. I will use scrolls that I've been scribing for tomorrow to use. In other words, the next clip might just be this exact same thing 5 days later, so the 12th of Farast. However, I have some spoiler information which might derail the plans. Of course, other things might derail the plans. But I know that, in theory, the ideal time to launch the assault on Threshold is the 3rd week of Gorzan, which is the 4th month. Tamari does not have this information yet, and I don't know the context in which we get this information. One of my guesses would be because of this Northern Lights research project. Requires a little more work. Calling Northern Lights down. This might show that there's an ideal time to launch our attack. I have no idea. More likely, this time might be related to the secret ending, and I'm not privy to that information due to previous choices. Like, I know, due to at least one choice made during Act 3, I'm locked out of the secret ending. Another place to get that potential information might be in Threshold itself. So go in. This would actually be the next episode. Now that I'm super buffed up, we go in, we try to take out the armies, and then, it's closed. Maybe Arilu left a nice little note for Tamari on the gate saying, "Sorry, hon, I couldn't be here. Let's try again in the middle of spring, okay?" Who knows? Anyway, that's the plan. Other things that I'll show, if I run across a traveling merchant, I will show that, simply because I haven't shown his exotic wares inventory yet. But other than that, I'm really not expecting anything unless the Northern Lights leads to something I'm not expecting. I'm also going to talk to everybody in Dresden before we go again, but I'm not expecting anything unusual, so that won't be included. That being said, let's jump to our first clip. looks like waiting accomplished nothing. Or at least nothing apparent. So, let's go.
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Discari, the Crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
Okay, let us do super buffs. Right now I'm just trying to make sure all our various wands or rods are off.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Okay, Tamari's going to be using some scrolls. Let's try to help her out
My
real quick.
will is resolute.
With Mass Eagle Splendor, which is this one.
Are we ready to move out?
And Greater Heroism. So those are spells that I will. That's part of our regular arsenal. Next up,
I'm always open to
these
ideas.
scrolls are not necessarily part of our regular arsenal. But I'm going to do Communal Stoneskin.
No one stands
And
in
now,
my way.
Tamari's going to start using some scrolls. Oops, don't do that. Frightful Aspect first. Fail. Alright, she doesn't really have to roll all that well. So, I could also mess around with some equipment, make it faster, but let's try again. There we go. Frightful Aspect.
Let me help.
Next, let's put up legendary proportions. And now, let's have Tamari
In
use
my temper.
Hurricane Bow. So that should be 24-hour Hurricane Bow, 24-hour Legendary Proportions, 24-hour Frightful Aspect. And now her base damage is 8d8. Alright, other scrolls she's going to be using include Sea Mantle, Shield,
Let's move already.
oh come on, Mage Armor, Mirror Image, and that's it. Those are the 6 scrolls she's using. Mage Armor, Shield, Mirror Image, Frightful Aspect, Hurricane Bow, and Sea Mantle. And then he has already used her scroll of Communal Stoneskin. So let's go with the rest of the normal buffs. Alright, Mage Armor on herself. Blur on everybody. image. Okay, greater magic weapon, primary on Zoziel, on Sela, and on Tamari's backup weapon, which is the +3 version of Finium. Both the Grey Boar's weapons are +5, and Tamari's primary weapons are already +5. Communal see invisibility. Already have greater heroism on Tamari, greater heroism on everybody. Fox is counting. Mass, communal, mass, whatever it is. Legendary proportions already on Tamari. Put it up on Sela and Greyboar as well. Frightful aspect. Sea mantle. Foresight on Tamari. Fiery body. And heroic invocation.
Yes.
Ember. Frightful aspect. Communal mind blank. Fiery body. Zoziel.
My aid.
Shield of Faith on everyone. Prot Evil on Greyboar. I think Tamari and Sela are both immune to being possessed and stuff like that, so we don't need them to have it. Prot Evil on himself. Prot Evil on Ember. Prot Evil on Daniel. Find traps. Effortless armor. Some of these spells are going to be redundant. Was that it? Yeah, that's it there. Archon's Aura. Communal delay poison. Magic vestment armor on everybody. Plus magic vestment shield on Sela. Ember usually doesn't have spell resistance at that point in time. I think usually I do these buffs in a different order. I guess that's from Frightful Aspect. Probably, maybe fiery body. Okay, next is freedom of movement on everybody except himself. He's still wearing the boots, which should give him freedom of movement. Although it looks like I might need to unequip them and equip them again. Because stuff like this can be dispelled at some point in time. I'm not sure when his got dispelled. There he goes. Alright. So if you get a spell from an item like that, which is supposed to be continuous, if you unequip and then equip it, it'll come back, but it's really easy to not even know that it's gone. Communal protection from fire. Communal protection from cold. And I hold on to the other two in case we need to redo fire or cold. True seeing on everybody. Life bubble. We already did the communal, or not communal, but mass Eagle Splendor. Also do Bull Strength, Bear's Endurance, Cat's Grace, and Owl's Wisdom. So the only mass one we don't have. Oh no, we have all 6 mass ones. Because Nenio has the intelligence one. Nothing with level 7. Greater Angelic Aspect. Greater Angelic Aspect. Frightful Aspect. And Winds of Vengeance. Which would be, you know, nice to get for Tamari, but we don't have the level 9 spell kit. Okay, that is it with that.
No reason.
Sela. Alright. We need to be careful with the blessed weapons. Blessed weapon on Soziel. Blessed weapon on herself. Blessed weapon on one of Greyboar's weapons. Which was his backup weapon. Now let's put it on his primary weapon. So now we can see both of Greyboar's weapons are blessed weapons. So even when I move it back here to treat him as 2-weapon fighting, it's still a blessed weapon. And still a blessed weapon. So we're gonna do same thing with Tamari, of course. Blessed weapon on Finian. And then switch back to her main. And blessed weapon. These 2 things. Veil of Heaven. Veil of Positive Energy. Bestow Grace on Soziel and Ember. Aura of Greater Courage.
Ona Adayana.
Effortless Armor.
Inimosi Tradisi.
All 5 Communal Resist Energies.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
Death Ward on everybody.
Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor.
Ember, quit sitting in the demonic rain.
Tashani Savitor.
Greater Angelic Aspect.
Inimosi Travisi.
Crusader Edge herself.
Inimosi Travisi.
Crusader Edge Greybore.
Inimosi Travisi.
Looks like I don't prepare Crusader Edge for Soziel. Oh well. Did I really not
Search
have
for
one?
the beauty within.
Looks like I don't. That's fine.
A bright future awaits us.
That's it for Seela.
All this
Tamar.
pause.
Nothing with first level. Find traps.
Lissano Daniel.
Nothing here. Echolocation.
Inimosi Travisi.
Thought sense. And that is it. Okay, so to get round per level spells up, priority of which will be haste and some greater invises and some maybe some displacements, because I found a second lesser extend one, so we might be able to get some displacements up. But in order to do those, she needs Ember's staff. So let me put up a lesser extend here.
Anything new?
Turn it off. And let's let her borrow Ember's weapon until we get round per level spells up. Alright, that is that. Next time we get to actually start what I think is Act 6. I mean, we got the screen saying it's Act 6. Maybe we'll take 2 steps forward and realize we can't actually do this yet. Who knows? But thank you for joining me. This is ForkOfSpite. Signing out. Sayonara.